What's going on, everybody? It's me, Big Bougie. I'm trying out a different sound tonight. Hopefully, you hear me over the music. If you don't, ha ha. I'm just
Ha!
joking. But we're in here tonight. I'm Big Bougie. My man,
Willie
Willie
B.
B. Willie B, what is
Driving
the
to the
topic for tonight, Willie B?
topic is a very beautiful topic. It's a topic where, you know, it deals with your vision.
Vision.
Yes. And it's not necessarily need to use your eyes all the time, but
Okay.
it's perception.
Perception. Give me a good example of vision and perception, sir.
I was going to ask you that question, but you got to
Yeah.
before I did. So, um, you know, when you kind of think of something as for a person, and it's kind of like that phrase where you judge a book by its cover,
Right.
and
Well,
that's
how do you feel that vision and perception gets misconstrued in day to day life?
well, it comes with uh, put it like this: you look at a homeless person, right, and you know visually you look at them and you think, oh man, you know, you look messed up in the game, but because you asking for certain things, it it may just be trying to scam you all the time.
Okay.
When the person could be saying, okay, well, look, uh, I like to have some food. Like, some people, they be like, I just want some food or something like that. Or, they want some help. And it's your choice to help them or not. But off the gate, you like, oh, man. Because some people automatically feel like homeless people have this funny smell, or they're going to do harm to them, you know, or something violent, or in that case, but not really, not in most cases. Some, yeah, they lost their mind a little bit, but not all of them. So
Well,
I
I
wouldn't
can
judge.
I can see how people will perceive that because the media plays that out in movies and sitcoms and jokes. So I can see that. But go ahead,
Yeah.
sir.
So when you sit here and be like, nah, this person might do something. It's just like it's just like when a white person judges a black person.
Okay. Or vice
You
versa.
know, vice versa. Like like I could use it, say, like, I've been racially profiled so much where if I look at a cop, I kind of automatically think you about to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's but that's because of that perception that I received from the other officer,
Right.
which when it happens consistently, it kind of makes you feel funny towards the next cop that might come up, and the next cop might be cool as hell.
That's true.
Or ain't got nothing. They may say, "Hey, yo, man, I just want to, figure out how you did that," or So the only reason why I could look at that both ways is because when I was younger, I was in the 79 precinct program. They used to help us out. Take us on trips, stuff like that. So you get to see the other side of the spectrum.
So you get to see the police side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay. So having that perspective, did that deter you from doing crime or getting in trouble?
Mm, a little bit. I could say it had a place because when you come to figure out, you understand that they have a family to go home to, or they life, they have a life outside of wearing the badge. Um, and plus, you come in to run into different personalities. You know, but you know the the precinct was it was that precinct was kind of diverse at the time. I don't know what it is now. I don't know, but the program was pretty diverse officers there. We had black, white, Spanish. We had a little everything, and it was a real cool program.
Okay.
Which kind of say, well, if I was, I probably would be a police officer or something like that on that spectrum. Now, probably like actually being in it, it might be a little different. Because they got the code, the wall. So
Wall of
it
silence.
depends, right? So it all depends on who your partner's going to be, and that's the part they don't tell you about in there like that. Who your partner's going to be, or whatever, and you gotta y'all gotta figure that out.
So, with that being said, how does perception and the vision, I guess, do you think within like everybody's everyday life, kids in school, um, you working, just your neighbors, do you think most times people have a false perception of you without getting to know you and know your vision and know why you're walking that path?
Yeah, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, like you got some people that automatically don't like the person. They don't even know them for hole in the wall. It could be the coolest person in the world, but something about it is they don't like.
Okay.
Like I'll ask you like, what makes you not like them? I just don't like them.
Wouldn't that be considered a prejudice? If you just off the gate don't like somebody and you really don't have no reasoning besides you just don't like them, wouldn't that be considered a prejudice?
Yeah, but then people go by feeling. They go by vibe. They go by
Hmm.
energy, or you got some people that's like that. So it could be a wolf in sheep clothing. You won't know.
Hmm.
It's kind of hard. So I figured if if you don't like them, you ain't really gonna have nothing to say. Yeah, you ain't gotta mess with them. It is what it is. I'd rather you do that, to be honest, with that than actually fake it and you know be sneaky. I call it sneaky because you're not you're not telling the truth.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
my when you start looking at certain things of perception, you look at like life, right? So you be like, damn, Boots, you got a great life. You look, maybe put it like that. You got the equipment, all this stuff going on. Man, you must be doing your thing. But they don't know that you struggle like
I mean,
everybody else.
everybody struggles. Like, I'm more on the Dame Dash side than the Jay Z side. So, where you might make $2,000 or $3,000, you might end up spending $2,000 or $3,000 just as quick as it comes in. You know what I'm saying? Not saying
I think
because you're
people,
putting everything back into the business to try for one day to flip over and become that Jay Z side. Like I was looking at today, just perception. Dame Dash, people have this perception of Dame Dash. Then I seen Dame Dash has a TV series on Fox Soul.
oh wow,
Now the perception is he's a failure, but Fox don't really fuck with failures.
failures.
because once Trump failed, Fox dropped him hotter than a hotcake. Wow, like they don't really like old boy, but they're not riding the coattail on how they were riding it before. That's the best way I can put it. They're not doing how they were doing it before, so it is a difference. So when you get into that, you get a whole perception. The perception is certain people are winners and certain people are losers. The sad thing is they made that perception based off materialistic things. So you see big houses, you see cars, you see expensive clothes and jewelry, you see champagne and wine, and you see women on shopping sprees and buying handbags that cost $5,000-$6,000, and you think that's a success. But success is what makes you happy. And I think a lot of people get lost in that vision behind the perception gave out by media.
Okay.
Great perception. Great perception and respect. Since last week we talked about Dave Chappelle.
Right.
They made us but we knew Dave, so we were like, this man ain't smoking crack. But they try to give you the perception that he turned down $50 million. Just think about this. How crazy people who believed that was. A crackhead turns down $50 million.
Why would he do that?
He's a crackhead. If he was a crackhead is not going to turn down $50 million. No way, no how. It's like super crack party in the hood, Rick James style.
They're going to blow that crack money quick.
But instead, he walked away, right? But they try to give you this perception that he was strung out, wasn't in his right mind. I ain't never ever watched a special where they were just had crack slums in Africa and they were just smoking crack. So it was like the perception of him smoking crack and running to Africa. Like, when you think about it, that's not a perception I believe. I can't believe that. I can't fall into that whole realm of, well, maybe he did, but nah. But that's the perception. You know what I'm saying? And we don't understand that. Just like all the stuff that Kaepernick was doing, right? The perception is he was against the United States, all that. Neil comes out, his coach was giving off all types of crazy, offensive, racist, and slanderous messages in emails. So did he send one to Cap? Did he send one to Cap? And Cap said, I'm not even going to respond. I'm just going to start kneeling on the field till you treat me right. But the perception is what they made us. So everybody's, oh my God, he hates the government. Wow. What's the government got to do with taking a knee?
That has nothing to do with it. Even if he wanted to do that, the veterans that was there supporting him were doing it. I mean, shoot, if you really listen to the words of the Star Spangled Banner, that shit ain't really for us.
They don't ever go to the second. They don't go past the first verse. They can't go. Like, going past the first verse is like being at your kid's 9th birthday party and you throw on Super Freak. Right. She's a very kinky girl.
They're gonna be like, what the hell?
Every parent in there is gonna look around like, what? There's gonna be one little girl that's gonna know that song too.
Right. And be like, yo, what you listen? How you know the words of the song? My daddy, my mama. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And also, like, perception is like they think, like, people think, like, remember back in the day, they used to make Africa like it was so poor. Like when the internet was not that booming yet, and they used to have you watch these commercials on TV. Oh, we'll send us some parents. We'll help the young African kids.
For for the cost of a cup of coffee, we can feed one child for a whole week.
Word.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I know this is wrong, and don't laugh. But I used to watch the commercials, and I go make me a sandwich, man, because I didn't want to be like those kids. Like, yo, bro, they had flies flying around. Like, imagine you hungry and flies. Like, I go in there and just make me a sandwich. Like, oh, let me make me an egg and cheese sandwich. Shit. Like, cause
fly on his face. Damn, I don't
like
want
he's really got it bad. He doesn't even know how bad he's got it. He's so hungry to the stomach's poking out. Jesus Christ. Let me make me another sandwich and get some chips and a little Kool-Aid.
You did it. You did it for them.
I did it for them because at the time I was a kid. I didn't have money to send them. And I wasn't.
No.
You know, I did about the coffee.
It's just like you pour a drink for your dead homie.
Well, I don't pour drinks for my dead homie.
What?
I'm not one to pour drinks for my dead homie.
I mean, if your homie used to drink that drink with you, you mean that's the cup. You know, you just pour him the cup worth or the shot worth on the ground, you know.
But
I know,
what if that homie went that way and not?
But he's in the ground. The body's in the ground. But I understand what you're saying because in New York, you're on concrete. It's never gonna reach you. I understand that. I got it.
I was about to go there.
I know you was. That's why I had to jump ahead.
But the same thing. Hold on. But now let's take that and look at Chinese culture, perception, right? They sometimes keep their dead relative in the house. Or they set a place and make him dinner and whatnot. If he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes every week, they go to the store and still buy 2 packs of cigarettes. So it's the same thing as pouring out liquor, I guess.
No, cause see, that liquor is one time, man. Majority of the time is one time. We ain't pouring liquor every time we drink some alcohol. We ain't doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I'm telling y'all, like, if you gonna sit there and buy packs a week and cook every day, you know, that's a bit excessive.
No.
I think so. Tell me. I really think so. That's a bit excessive. And you know, I'm not trying to play the coach. It's just to me, that's just a bit excessive, and that's just, you know, a waste of my hard-earned tax dollars. No, I'm not doing that. It ain't happening. I'm sorry. No way.
Yeah.
But before we get back into it, like, you know what I wanted to understand? Why did you see that article, or did you hear about the guy that stole a FedEx truck?
Yes, somebody stole an ambulance also yesterday. I'm trying to figure out why they're stealing these trucks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You stole an ambulance? Like, that's what I don't understand.
I don't know if it was an ambulance or a fire truck. It was one of those type of vehicles.
But what I don't understand, why are you stealing stuff? Why are you stealing vehicles that has tracking devices? I don't understand. What?
Why do people break into stores with cameras? Perception. They think they've got a way through their life stealing little bitty things, right? And the perception is, I can get away with it. Then they start working at a store, right? They got access to the safe. They've been stealing candy. They've been stealing money out of their mom's purse, all that little shit. And no one really reprimanding them. So the perception is, I can't get caught. They know it's a camera videotaping them when they put the money from the safe in their pocket. But because of them not being caught, they don't think I'm going to get caught. And then what happens is they get caught.
And I don't understand how you I also was like, how you trying to rob someplace and you tatted up? Like, like the tattoo. If you know the risk of your tattoo being shown is very high, even if you wear long sleeve shirts, even if you have the massive covers, just say you got into a struggle or something happening, they get a glimpse of the tattoo and they're able to put it together. And if you had a record already,
Do you
why?
really think they're thinking about that, sir? No,
I don't
they're
know.
not.
Might be on crack. I don't know.
I don't know
I
about
think
that.
I think 9 out of 10 robberies, the motherfuckers would be high. They gotta
Oh,
be something,
they definitely high.
you know.
They definitely high, bro. Like, think about it. It might not be crack because crack is not like it used to be, but meth, pills, um, you got people even gambling addiction now. Corona got a lot of people on gambling addiction. So you have a lot of people, and you got the people who are really robbing to feed their families, who don't rob anybody but dope boys and people who are also doing illegal shit. So it's like levels to the game, and it's a perception. Like a real stick up kid ain't gonna rob no woman. He ain't gonna rob nobody who works a regular job. He ain't gonna rob nobody. Like he only gonna rob the dope boys.
The real sick of kids,
The
because
real stick up kids.
like the other ones, they do wild up.
That's
They wild up.
because,
And it's no code. There's no code, no nothing. They
but
just go
it goes back to perception. Okay, you get a dude, go to jail, right? Come back home, now he's big homie. I'm big homie. All these little dudes, 13, 14, 15, 16, follow him. He ain't like my dad used to say, you're not a good criminal if you go to jail. Just think about that. If you keep going to jail for the same thing, now you come out trying to give somebody game, how's that possible? That's like me trying to coach. That's like that's like me telling somebody, hey, oh you feel bad? Go take some ginger root and boil it in some water and drink it. And they were like, oh man, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Well, that doesn't make me a doctor.
what does that make
Boom, 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 a root doctor. I'm sorry.
oh, I was setting you up for that one.
Hey, I was like, hold on. Did he just ask me this?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
My,
Yeah.
my mom was already sitting there with it. I wish I had some bones and stuff. I was shook. Wrist off. But so that's the perception. Like these kids follow a perception, just like once again they still ain't talking about Lil Nas X saying he's straight, but
No.
the perception he got of him running around going yes and all this crazy ass shit. Oh my god, that I be hearing
On my
little young
pockets.
black kids do, and I'm like, why? Like this is not how young men should be talking. But then you look at a lot of black households, a lot of even white households, they're not strong male figures, so they're following the celebrities. They're following the kids in the street. Like the little dope boy that just came out from jail is more popular than their dad. Let's be real.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's
So
just
he's
like,
telling your son to do something stupid. You've been not telling him not to do something stupid and not really giving him schooling on not to. So his perception is this dude's cool. And he makes jail sound like it's cool. Yo, man, you get to go lift weights. You rah, 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 rah. Yo, since you in the gang, everybody gonna have you back in there. Like,
yeah, you gonna be good, bro. I'm telling you, it's real up in there. Make a man out of you. Like, No, I'm not about that life, bro. I'm sorry. I know. I'm new. Look,
Nope.
it's just like
Nope.
which I'm upset. So some people I could be hating, and I can't front. I know Dave said don't watch none of his special, his Comedy Central stuff. He didn't want us to watch that no more. But I just couldn't help watching the play haters ball. And to me, it could be like I'm hating on Future, but I'm really more upset. Like it's more sad because he is like the perfect candidate for perception. You tell these kids to Percocets, pills, X, anything under the sun, and then you come out and say, "Nah, I don't do none of that." You kind of base your career starting off singing, auto tuning this shit, making this shit sound so fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And and another thing about it is like I don't understand how females fuck with him. I don't understand how rappers are still doing songs with this dude. And if y'all got kids and your kids listen to Future, and I guarantee you, if they kids listen to Future and they kids say, "Yo, Future was talking about this Percocet shit, whatever, I was feeling good," you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. They were like, "Yo, what?"
Where do you think these kids getting the ideas of taking Percocet and shit
Oh,
from?
bro, like I know, I promise you, I know.
Like parents are not sitting around with their kids like, hey son, over in the cabinet, if you ever want to feel wavy, take two of those and one of those shots and woo.
Right.
No parent is saying that,
I
but the
guarantee you.
music is making it sound that that's something dope to do. And
I guarantee you, if Drake's son, I think he got a son, right? He got a son.
Donis, yes.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if his son was listening to Future and talking about, "Yo, I wanna be like this dude. I wanna, take these pills, pop, 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 da, 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 da." I guarantee you.
Flight on play. You do know his mother's a stripper, right? And a porn star. But go ahead. Drake got the stripper porn star pregnant.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the kid's gonna have
But
like
as a father, as a father, you don't want your child to do that shit.
right.
And you may say, "Yo, you could be a hoe."
You don't want him to grow up to be a dope fiend. Like you be like, "Yo, bro,
right?
I understand you want to sell Peter. I get that. Peter goes for 250, 350, and 500, but you never tell your kid, "Hey, man, I want you to be a junkie." Like, let me explain to you how to be a junkie. Let me see. You got to wrap your arm. Like, no parent is your kid might see you do that. But no parent, I believe, even the doped out parents are showing their kids, like, you're really freaked up in the head to show your kids how to do dope.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, these rappers would not be doing this. They would not be having. They wouldn't do songs with these people. They wouldn't do it.
You don't think so?
Kids get affected by this? No.
I don't know.
I guarantee you. Look. Lil Wayne can talk about how he want to fuck every girl in the world, but he got daughters, and he don't want no niggas saying the same shit to like he be saying to them.
I don't know. Look at Steve Harvey's daughter.
But I mean, technically, it's not his daughter.
Okay, so still.
Well, it is his daughter, but
it's got a last. By American law, it's got a last name as your daughter.
Okay, so, but what I'm saying is, he didn't have a hand on raising her when she was like a young lad. He coming in on the what? When she's about 16,
But still,
about 15, 16, maybe, I
like
guess.
like he loves the mother, he's got to love the child, right? And they passing this girl around. Look. Not only passing her around, they're in her family passing her around. Diddy's son hit it. Then Diddy hit it. Then
But
Future
did
was,
that?
huh?
But did that? Or is that the perception of what they would say? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, how do we really know? We're not in the fucking room.
Okay, let's just say we're
I'm
not.
just saying. I'm playing the opposite side. So
Okay. You're being devil's advocate, and I'm gonna be
right.
the angel. How many women you know are gonna? Okay, let's say
I mean, it
RJ.
happens in high school.
Okay. But I'm talking about adultness. That's porn shit
Adults
too.
act like high
You
school.
just told them about your porn life, sir. You just told what kind of porns you watch. But we're gonna let that one slide.
What you talking about? What kind of how?
You just gave me a perception.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How do you get what type of porn I like? Hold on. How's that? Where? Who? What? When? Where? Why? How?
I don't know of any fathers
Where in the
that must be some New York shit, because fathers down here weren't hitting our girls.
Okay, see, no.
So basically, in your opinion, you could break up with your wife, and she could marry your dad if he was single, and you wouldn't have a problem with that.
Of course I would.
Why would you?
Because.
I mean, we don't know if they're having sex or not.
We don't.
These are your words, sir.
Right. We don't. We don't. But off of that, like, why would you want to deal with him in the first place?
We gotta ask Lori. We gotta ask Lori and Steve that question.
I gotta flip this around. You just fucked it up.
But real talk, think about it. What woman in her right mind, unless she's a gold digger or chasing a certain thing, is going to mess with a son and then go to the father? I do know that it happened one time in real life.
I remember, yeah. There are situations where the friend didn't want the son but wanted the father because she thought the father was shit, and the son was just like in the way. But the son was the key to get to the father, right? Which we flip it around, it's just like, the dude messing with the daughter but really want the mom. But he already know that he ain't gonna be. He don't have a chance to get next to the mom unless he goes through the daughter. Like if he talks to the daughter like blah blah blah, just feeding her. But then really like, yo, hey, Mrs. Jones.
So what kind of perception is this man giving off to this young girl to get to the mother? And why would the mother want to mess with this older man that's already messed with her younger daughter? That's probably going to turn her off to him automatically. That would be like an older man my age trying to holler at my daughter to holler at her mother. Why would the mother want to holler at the man?
No, it'd be different. It'd probably be different. They'll probably holler at the mom to get to the daughter.
Yeah, I can see that. But then that means you on some R. Kelly pedal. There's a jail for you.
I was watching this Life After Oh, dang, bro. That's a good
Hey,
CBD there.
shout out
That's a
to
good CBD there.
the Mellow store in Lake City, Florida. Yo, check them out. They got some dope stuff, man.
Okay, okay. All right, so,
Yo,
all right,
it's
so,
so dope. It's got you giggling.
so, damn. Uh, all right. Oh my gosh, I can't get it. All right, so I was watching this TV show. Um, it's a prison show, but it's like life after prison. But they supposed to get married. So yeah, so this guy met this chick, and she told him like, "Yo, you know, I be tricking other dudes." So he knew that. So he felt like he might not be one of the dudes that she tricked. So she was like, "No, but at first I thought you was this, but I thought you was a mark, but I changed my mind. I really kind of like you or whatever." So I said, "Okay." So come to find out, this dude sent her like, I think it's over 9 G's
He was
over
in
the course
jail.
of the time. She's in jail like 9 G's, like over. I think it's over 9 G's. So he's got this perception like, yo, when she gets out, they're gonna get married. He trying to set everything up for her. He trying to have clothes for her, all of that. So he went to go get her, and she wasn't getting out that day because I think she got caught using some drugs in jail. She was already a drug addict.
So he
Right.
fell in love with
So,
a prison drug addict. Go ahead.
so now it's time for her to like really start to come out or whatever. So that now they trying to find a home. He go looks for a home. She said, "Well, I need a home with a tub, this, that, and third, blah, 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 blah." She like, damn, he ain't really got no money. She don't really know that he gone broke taking care of her in jail. But he gonna
You
work
got to
it out.
keep that perception up. Go ahead.
Right. So now he gonna work it out. So then she says, I'm trying to do something different. So when I get out, I really don't want to have sex with you. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Flag on the play. She's a
But she coming
pro.
home. She going to him. She's coming home to him.
Okay, but she
Now,
doesn't want to have sex with him after having sex with everybody else.
well, she's in jail. So yeah. But however that, yeah,
Okay.
whatever. She ain't trying to have sex when she get out. So
Born
now
again virgin hoe.
she was like, all right, I want you to meet my daughter. Da 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 da. So the daughter meets the dude at a public place or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I love your mom. And, I was hoping that, you could, we're going to have room for you, me and her talk about it so you can come live with us, whatever, whatever. So the daughter was like, let me ask you a couple questions. Now, the daughter is very, very smart.
How old is the daughter?
The daughter had to be, I want to see, she had to be like, I think she had to be at least between 15 and 17.
Okay.
So, but the way she was talking, like she was like already, like she already got shit going on. Like she just want her mom, and I think she got her mom like clean on point. I think she be good. Um, so she was talking to him. She said, "So you know everything about my mom?" They're like, "Yeah." So she used to, do drugs and all that. He's like, "Yeah." So she was like, "Now why would I want my mom to be with a man that's been funding her money and funding her drug habits while she was in jail. And you knew this. So if you know that she was on drugs, wouldn't it make sense for you to like, nah, I'm not seeing no money, but we gonna have this conversation about getting you right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you're gonna send her some money, don't send her some money where she could, actually buy drugs with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I should send you nine G's and or
You're in
over nine
prison.
G's, and you in prison. Like, what are you gonna do with $9,000 in prison, bro?
You gotta buy them little Debbie cakes, sir. You gotta buy them little Debbie cakes.
Either she get her cake eat or what? I don't know. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, why? Like, a lot of these guys when we go to prison, they be looking at them like, yo, um, you're a dumbass and you're weird. Like, when a lot of these people come out, that's what they be looking like. Like, yo, no, I like you, I fucks with you, da da da, and then it comes to be a little crazy. Either the inmate's crazy or the person that's helping them out is crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Now,
So
when you get to perception, how would you, if you had to tell your kids how to deal with perception, what would you tell them?
I'm telling them don't judge a book by its cover, but you need, you know, try to look out for key things. See if a person is really telling the truth. Like, give it some time. Um, um, do they actions match their words?
Mm.
Um, um, if you know, if you know right from wrong,
Right.
and you know this person's going way left, and they trying to drag you on to go left with them. If they really care about you, they're not going to drag you left with them. Like, I could say, honestly speaking, like, some of the friends that I had that was going left, felt like, nah, they were like, all right, cool. You know, but that didn't make them look at me no different.
I
That's just,
mean,
they just, I'm
a
not
real
fucking with them.
person that shouldn't.
And if you're going to do dirt, and also, like, if a person's going to do dirt, you do dirt on your own. I mean, let's be real. Anytime you do dirt with a group of people, 9 out of 10, that shit go left.
Oh, buddy, somebody's gonna get put in a room, and if nobody doesn't snitch, they're gonna give you once again the perception
That somebody
of
snitched.
snitched, and then your mind's gonna start having all types of crazy visions
Do
of.
you understand, like, how much trust you gotta have in the next person for them not to say nothing?
I don't really trust Negroes that much. Like, I'm gonna be real with you
Right.
because
So
you like you can't even trust a man with a secret at your job. Like, hey man, something something. He gonna tell the next man at the job. You go do some crazy thing and rob the bank. Like, you always, the more people with anything that you do, whether it's good or bad, a lot of times, unless it's a very cohesive organization, it's gonna go awry because
right.
everybody has a different perception.
And it's hard to have everybody on the same page. It's just like, let's put it like this. It's like we'll take the Brooklyn Nets for instance.
Okay.
Right. Kyrie's been the one in the news right
Mm.
now. I understand that you don't want to take the shot. That's fine. You want to do that. But you've been doing a lot of shit on your own, you know, doing a lot of personal stuff. And I understand that, people deserve that time or whatever. But then you come out, you find out you're lying about certain shit, blah, blah, blah. Now, the reason why this team was put together is to win a championship.
Right.
So you got KD that came, you got Harden that's there, and then the other pieces that surround you to go get this championship. Now y'all kind of made it there with just KD. Now imagine with all y'all there healthy, y'all should get the chip. Now, but because now it's not about the team, it's just more about you at this particular point. And you want to be the man.
Do you think he wants to be the man?
I think so. I think that's why it didn't work out with him and LeBron at this particular point, because you want to show that you could do it without him. But let's just be real.
Okay, let's be real. He went to Duke, bro. That's all I got to say. He went to Duke.
Yeah,
he went to Duke. Duke gives you that ability to think that you can take it all on by yourself. That's how they play ball. That's the mentality.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that basketball team, but the players will come out of there because y'all ain't getting no shit.
What?
No, not in the NBA.
What?
You may get that shit in college, but you ain't getting that shit in the NBA by yourself. Hell to the no.
Okay. Kobe didn't get it by himself a lot of times.
Nah, he had a little help.
Okay, but I said a lot of times. He'll tell you that. But did not Kobe take the game in his hands and run with it?
But think about it. He took it in his hands at a certain point of the game, right? Kyrie, but Kyrie's taking shit and not winning. He's losing more times than winning. That's like Russell Westbrook. You could be a ball hog, but you're losing more than you're winning. You're not Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan takes over the game, he takes over the game to win. And he wins majority of the time when he go on beast mode like that.
But most people are not Michael Jordan. There was only one Michael Jordan.
Exactly my point. So what I'm saying is you gotta play within your strength. And let's just be real. The boys wasn't buying into you being a leader.
Well, here's the thing. At this point, he's trying to be like Magic Johnson.
I get it. You got money. You smart with your
money. No, he's trying to make a point that AIDS and coronavirus is the same thing, and that y'all let Magic play with AIDS. So why don't you not let me play with Corona?
Well, technically, he stopped playing basketball.
Technically, he didn't stop playing because he had been playing when he was found out that he was positive. And he did play some more, and he did go and play in the Olympics.
Well, that was what?
And an All-Star game.
Right?
Huh?
That 1 year, right? That same year, right?
That same year after he was diagnosed.
He did what? 2 more years or a year?
I want to say
it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long, but the games he played in were big games. All-Star game.
I understand that. I understand that, but what
the Olympics, the dream team of the Olympics.
I think was they said, all right, cool, everybody's already around. Let them play it out, and then you could fade the black, and
But think about it. Back then, right? When AIDS came out back then, if you thought you ate off a spoon with somebody with AIDS, someone sweat on you that had AIDS. If you drunk behind somebody with AIDS, if you bumped into somebody with AIDS, you thought you would get AIDS. Am I not lying?
Right, because the way that it was taught.
It was perceived. It's about the perception. So Kyrie saying, I'm not sick. Test me before the games. If I'm sick, I won't play. I don't want the shot. My American right is I don't have to get the shot. I don't know if he's a Trump supporter, but that sounds kind of Trumpish.
Well, let me ask you another question. Now, so I understand that. So your your so what does at the end of the day? I'm not saying you. It's kind of hard to it's like a really crazy situation because it's like, do you want the team to win? Are you the team player at this particular point? Because everybody's like, look, you just got to do it. Because like, if the NBA just says, yo, all this shit's mandated, if you don't get it, you can't play NBA ball no more. Then what? You just gonna retire? I guess you just
That's what he
retire,
said
right?
he's gonna do. Retire. If they try to trade him or say that, he's gonna retire. He's already got a plan. He's set for life. He has a college degree.
So yeah.
He has a
So you might
backup
as well.
plan.
So you might as well retire. I wouldn't be mad at him, but
I wouldn't either. He retired. He would. He. You know what? He might be trying to get himself in a position like Kaepernick. But for coronavirus, I don't know. But it just seems that way because of how he's moving with it.
But think about this though, like I think is what I think what the proof is like, it don't matter if you're a celebrity or you're poor or whatever. Like, if we mandate you take the shot, you take the shot. Like, at a particular point, like, if it really, if government really wanted to like really put that shit on, force everybody to take the shot, they can.
Oh, I mean, shit.
I'm not saying like they can, but if
they
if
already do. You wouldn't got.
Like,
you had to take a polo shot. You had to take a measles shot. Can't get shots unless you go to school. You made your kids take shots. They already do it.
Yeah, but see, that's only.
It's inevitable.
So now we're in the Matrix.
We've been in the Matrix.
So you got he can't he trying to be Neo then.
Correct.
But there's too many Smiths out here in these streets.
Way too many Smiths.
He ain't got a team. You ain't got the. See, this is the thing. Like, when you are from a baby and you get this birth certificate, and they say, well, you need to sign this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And when you sign all these papers, you know, you're giving up your right, your kids, you're giving up your right to your kids to the U.S. government.
Yeah.
So now, if you don't sign those papers, you are an alien.
Well, either you're an alien or what most people don't realize.
Because there's no
right?
straw man. There's no straw man to be generated.
Yeah, well, you have another slippery slope in there. You have the part where your kid is born alive, but basically they have a straw man. They kill your kid's name. So you have a live kid, but it's a lot of legalities that they play with that we don't even understand. That goes with the social security number and all that. And once again, it's about perception because you're like, oh, I just need my social security number, but it's something else behind it that you don't even perceive. And that's a whole nother show. But we're at the end of the time. Thanks to our sponsor today, the Mellow Store out of Lake City, Florida. Also, ENC 96 Radio, you know.
Yes.
And we got something coming where we're going to be having, and it start with like twice a week, but it's going to start into a daily Pop Shop Live store. We're going to be selling t-shirts, gear, music, food, things. So you ladies who can't spice your food up right, we're going to get you on the right way with the spices. We're going to have other designers in the local area. So if you're a local designer, a local creative, a local artist who draws, paints, do anything like that, contact me at Big Bougie, and I'll have the letters down here, Big Bougie at gmail.com or at info@bigbougie.com, and I'll get back with
Gotcha.
you everything. That's my man on, I don't know what side he's on, cause
I don't know.
now my finger done disappeared. I lost my finger in the Matrix. Let me
Oh
hold on.
my.
Willie B over there. Ha, did
Well,
it
I
that
have.
time.
Well, see. Hold on, I can get you. Hold on. Bougie's right there. Gotcha.
And
Look,
I feel
but
like we're
yeah,
on a cartoon right now.
I
I
got,
hear.
I got, yeah, I got this girl, man. She said she could get it in. I'm testing her out right now to see what she can do. That she do. I'm
That
definitely gonna put her
sounds
on.
so much like a pimp right then, sir.
Oh my god.
Just think about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat what you said slowly as we end the show. I'm gonna play the music. Let me give you some pimp music.
Oh
He said
no.
no. He said no. I'm not gonna do it. Nope.
No, man. No, man.
You speaking pimp language so
Yeah,
much, it just
yeah.
comes out naturally. You just
Oh my god.
let me.
Oh man. Look, it ain't no. Okay. There's other people that's also involved that I've come across, and I'm trying to see if I get them on or whatever, because I want them to be able to, design. Because we got things that we can do that we can't reveal yet to other people, but I have a couple people that they want to get into it, so I want to see what they can do, but my actions got to be, I have to have action, not just words. So if I got to show them first, and I'll show them so they can see that, we about what we do. And I think that's why a lot of people probably either listen to the podcast or follow you, because if we say, put like this, if we say we're gonna do something and we try to be consistent with it, we're gonna be consistent with it. So for you kids that's coming up, consistency is the key. Not all the keys, but it's one of the keys. So yeah, we can do that. We're in that, and I'm not a pimp.
And remember, you can catch us on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, all your streaming platforms, and the new album Urban Roses is out right now. Instrumental album,
Nice.
great album to
Beautiful
make
album.
love to your girl with. And if you get her pregnant,
Beautiful album.
please do not bring me into it. I only provided some of the foreplay. There you go. There you have it.
Foreplay.
Peace.
Foreplay ain't pregnant. Foreplay ain't pregnant, sir.
Well, I don't know. It's according to how much for you get into the play.
Blame it on the bougie.
Don't blame it on me. They blame it on alcohol.
Yeah, blame it on him, man. Yeah, blame it on him. But yeah,
We'll
it's
see y'all
9
next
weeks.
Monday night at 10 p.m. on 9 Wings Ain't Enough. I'm
Yes.
Big Bougie. That's Willie B. And guess what? We're out of here.
Peace, my people. Peace.